What's up, everybody? We're here with the Spoilercast for F8, The Fate of the Furious. It's the eighth movie in the Fast and Furious franchise. Here with me is Sean Abernathy.
Hello.
And Adam Bernardino.
How's it going out there, you bunch of busters?
So Sean hasn't seen the Fast movies.
I only watch the...
He only watches the odd
I only
movies.
watch the odds.
So we have to explain to Sean what happened. So Adam, here's what we're going to do. We have to fill in Sean as quickly as possible to what happened in this movie, and then we're going to have Sean cue in on some things that we said, and we'll do a deep dive into those sections and also other things that we want to say about the Fast movies. Good?
Good.
All right. So I'm gonna start it, and then I'm gonna pass it to you to finish the movie.
Okay.
So we start in Cuba.
Why?
It's not fun. Okay, we start in Cuba because that's where Dom and Letty are laying low at this point.
Okay, Letty's alive.
Letty's alive.
Okay.
Yep. They're chilling.
Married?
They're actually they're married.
They're married now.
Yep.
Did I know that from Fast 7?
Do we know? Yeah, we know that. We know they're married from previous.
Yeah, we know they're married.
They got married.
Cool.
He was in a wife beater and white pants.
Right.
Okay. So they're in Cuba at this car show in Cuba, and of course Cuba is known for its unique culture because it basically looks like it was locked in the 50s and 60s.
The cars are awesome. I want to go there.
Anyway, so Dom's there, and Dom's cousin lives there, apparently, Adam, right?
That was weird. But yeah, Dom has a cousin that lives in Cuba.
Apparently, it's
Dom has a lot of cousins.
And the only reason why he knows his cousin because after he does this first race, he goes up to the guy and goes, "Yeah, a Toretto can't be driving that anyway," and gives him his car. So anyway, so we start off the thing, and Dom's nephew or cousin, whatever the fuck he is to him, he says he's in this fight with this guy who apparently owns a garage or something, right? He owns a garage. He sells cars. He sold this kid a car, and Dom's nephew couldn't pay him for the car, so he was coming to repo it at this thing. It wasn't a nice car. It's like a piece of shit, 50s, Ford, Buick, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but then, of course, in order to settle this, Dom steps up and races him. If he wins, he gets to keep the car.
Pink slips.
Yeah, exactly. And if he gets to keep his awesome car, which apparently the guy who he's racing has the fastest car on the island.
It's a small island, but okay.
So and then Dom also has a really nice old Impala, and he's going to do that swap. And if he wins, also the kid gets to keep the car.
Right.
So, but Dom makes a little comment about how. It doesn't matter about the car; it's about the driver. Who's driving the car.
Yeah.
So then the guy's like, "Well, in that case, then you'll be driving this piece of shit, and I'll be driving my fast car." So anyway, they do this crazy MacGyver shit to the car.
Oh, he has time to he has time to soup it up.
Just for a second, they put in it's like laughing gas, but they use it as NOS, right? They call it Cuban NOS. It's basically laughing gas.
Right.
Put some surge in the gas tank.
They set up this chain. They said Brian set this up back in the day. They put a chain into the air intake, and if you pull it at the right moment, it'll make the car. It's like a natural turbo.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
So, but it heats up the engine. The car ends up catching on fire. He finishes the race in reverse and wins.
Always in reverse.
He finishes in reverse because the engine explodes in front of him as he's driving, and the flames are coming through the window.
So he can't see. So he's turning around.
So he has to turn around. Right. So he finishes
the car explodes into the ocean and nobody's hurt.
It explodes into the ocean. He dives out of the car because they had to strip the doors off.
Wait, did he cross the finish line while he was in the car?
Yes.
He didn't bail out for the finish line because that wouldn't have counted.
Okay. But then he saw all the people celebrating, but the brakes were gone.
The brakes were gone again?
Because the car was on fire.
Oh, God.
And the brakes were gone. So he turns the car quick and he crashes it into the ocean because they're right by the ocean. Anyway, we start in Cuba.
Fun fact. A character, I think, goes reverse in every movie.
Oh, probably.
And wins a race or something.
Oh, yeah.
Goes just as fast as if he was going forward.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that happens in every movie. Anyways,
so then from there, he's walking around town, and he sees Charlize Theron's character, Cypher, fucking with a car. He's never met this lady before. And she basically recruits him to come work for her because you don't know at the time, but she blackmails him.
Okay.
She shows him something on a phone. She's like, "You're gonna want to come work for me because," and shows him this thing. And come to find out, it's Dom's son, who he's never seen before or never met before, and Elena, who is the cop from the other movies.
Oh.
So she has them hostage.
The cop?
So
Is she a good cop?
she's actually the good cop, but she does help Hobbs a little bit in the past, so she's a gray area too.
Gray area.
But anyway, so that's what kicks off Dom betraying his family. Adam, continue on from here.
Okay, so when Dom betrays his family, what happens is the Rock he gets assigned this mission, and there's only one team that can help him, and it's Dom and his team, and so he calls Dom, and at this point that Cypher has already gotten to Dom, so Dom's like, yeah, we're in. So they do this mission, they don't really show it, but they win, and they're on their way out, and Dom and the Rock are driving in tandem, and Dom like runs them off the road and steals like this EMP that they just hijacked or whatever, and
Naturally.
it makes Dom this major criminal, and he drives off, and so then all of a sudden, this the Rock is in big trouble with his bosses, so they throw his ass in jail, and he runs into Jason Statham
In jail?
In jail.
They
They put him in the same jail.
Yeah, right across from each other.
Oh.
One of the awesome parts
Directly
about
sells across.
Tell me it's set up. In the end, somebody set that up.
Kurt Russell set
Yeah, Kurt Russell.
up, a.k.a. Mr. Nobody, who's got his own little assistant now called Little Nobody.
Who's Scott Eastwood. And a couple times in the movie, I was a little bit too uncomfortable. I was a little uncomfortable how quickly they just slipped him into the Brian Connor role. The Brian O'Connor role.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
A little uncomfortable.
But
But
more screen time than I thought he did.
Yes.
So this isn't like a mini-me situation?
no, he's like his assistant, like protege type thing.
Yeah, exactly. And so basically what happens is, I'll speed this up here, that, Dom's team is now hunting Dom with The Rock, basically the lead guy, and they've also recruited the only other person who's been able to track Dominic Toretto, and that is Jason Statham. So Jason Statham joins the team, and he is the man.
And absolutely the man.
Everybody seems to forget real quick that he killed Han. Everybody seems to forget that real quick. Everybody gets over it.
In this movie, that was one of the only things that I really had an issue with, because I can suspend reality for the rest of it. But
there are rules.
This guy ends up like being in with the gang. He fucking killed one of them.
Yeah,
he killed one of them and tried to kill the rest of them.
Yeah,
and it was success in one of them.
Hey, you know what though? He spent his time in jail. He's good to go.
I guess
so. But I mean, we'll get to it. But he redeems himself at the end.
He does.
He brings Han back. Yeah. He brings Paul Walker back. He does it. Okay, go ahead.
He does.
So what else do they steal? They had this awesome scene where they're in New York City, and Cypher and her crew, they like hack all the cars in New York City to like go into self-drive mode. And it's pretty sick. It's like a stampede of cars going after like a Russian senator.
Who hacks this? The jet ski salesman?
No, Cypher does. Cypher. Charlize Theron.
Okay. Gotta get my hackers right.
Not Tej. Tej.
And so they corner this Russian senator who's got nuclear launch codes. And then Dom goes in.
Which, hold on, yeah. Stop it right there. Why does this guy have the nuclear launch codes? He has like this briefcase he's carrying around with the nuclear launch codes in America.
Hey, you want to lock that up, or
he's just walking through New York with nuclear launch codes.
Leave them in Russia.
Why you leave those at home? You don't bring them with you.
So Dom basically takes these guys over, fights off his security and shit, kills guys. Like he's a murderer. Dom's a murderer now. You know what I mean?
He kills people now.
Now he kills people for the government.
Of course he does.
And terrorists. But so he gets the codes, and then the team tries to take him down and fail miserably. And it's weird because you start to see cracks of where like at this point you see that like Dom is he's not doing this on his own. He's being forced into doing this.
Yeah, he meets Letty in an alleyway, and he has the opportunity to kill her, but he won't, obviously, because he doesn't want to do that.
Right. He meets with this mysterious British woman in a bar, and you're like, you don't know what the hell's going on.
Played by Helen Mirren.
Really?
Pretty hilarious.
Just sprinkling Helen Mirren in.
Yeah. I thought, just before you go on, one of the things that I think was cool about this one is they connected the last two movies to this one by Cypher is a villain that has been around, but we didn't know it.
Right.
She's
So
the puppet master.
she's like the head villain, and she hired the first Shaw brother to
Yup.
to collect something, but the Dom's crew stopped him. Then she hired Jason Statham, but Dom's crew stopped him again.
She's
so
the Red
now,
Skull.
Exactly. So now she's coming down. She's like, I'm coming for the source. I want Dom Toretto to do my bidding.
Right, exactly. That's a really good point. So that really connects everything pretty well.
Yeah. All right. So continue.
But what I haven't heard yet is how it connects Tokyo Drift yet.
We're way past.
Still no connecting?
No connecting.
Nothing yet?
Yeah.
All right, Fast 9. It's coming. Fast 9.
Tokyo Drift Connections ended with Han.
Yes.
So he meets with this mysterious British woman, and then after he runs into Letty in an alleyway, he runs into Jason Statham, and it's actually a pretty cool callback. Jason Statham comes up behind Dom, and Dom pulls a gun on him. He's like, you thought this was gonna be a fist fight," and that's what Jason Statham says to him in Fast
7.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what Jason Statham says to him in Fast 7, which is pretty awesome. Dom shoots him. You don't see Jason Statham again. I will say that Lindy was pretty upset when Jason Statham went down.
Lindy audibly in the movie goes, "Did he just die?"
Did he die?
Oh, yeah, at that point he's dead.
We see a dead body, heartbeats.
He gets put in an ambulance. You find out later it's the 2 Spanish guys from Fast 5 show up, and it's all part of the plan. Like Dom made a side deal with Helen Mirren,
We'll
who
get
is
to it.
okay.
We're jumping ahead.
So he didn't die. He drove.
He didn't.
So Dom's got these 2 pieces for Cypher, and now he's got to get the 3rd piece. Also, actually, Cypher was pretty pissed off at Dom for something he did in New York. Oh, the hold up where he wouldn't shoot Letty. So in return, Cypher shoots Elena.
Just plugs her.
Plugs her.
Dead?
Dead.
Done.
Just
Actually
pop right to the head.
Actually dead.
Cypher's Charlize Theron?
Yes.
Actually, her number 1 thug shoots him, played by Tormund from Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Does he have a beard?
He does.
He does. In its
beautiful.
glory.
Because if he didn't, everybody would guess he dies next season.
Oh yeah, in Game of Thrones, yeah,
Oh
totally.
my god.
Hold
on, Charlize Theron, does she have dreadlocks in this?
It's
Yes.
kind of like dreadlocks.
Are they blonde?
Yeah.
Does she look like those 2 twins in Matrix 2?
Yeah, kind of.
She does?
Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing. I haven't seen it, but I picture that.
Yeah, she totally does.
With
Okay.
a better hairline, with a better front hairline.
Better
Oh,
front
yeah.
hairline.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Go ahead. Anyways, continue. So
So
who
the-
gets plugged? Elena?
Elena gets plugged. They've got
Plugged.
2 pieces. They got 2 pieces to the puzzle. And Baby Dom is being held prisoner by Cypher, and so they've got the launch codes. They've got the EMP, and so the next step is Dom has to break into, and they're in fucking Siberia or something, and Dom has to break into like this Russian stronghold where they're holding a nuclear sub with these nuclear missiles.
And
So they
this
can
is where the
hijack-
jet ski salesman comes in.
This is where the jet ski salesman
Got it.
comes in. And so Dom uses the EMP, blows out the systems of the the stronghold, gets in there, gets him access to the sub. But the Rock and the whole team are there. They're ready for him. So they go in there. They go after it. Cypher's trying to hack the submarine from her plane, which is like her base of operations, and so not Dom's team. It is Dom's team, but so the jet ski salesman Tyrese and Scotty would go onto the sub, and Tyrese actually has a lot of really funny lines in this part.
Yeah, he does.
They stop the submarine hijacking. They stop the launching of a nuclear bomb. So she tries to launch a nuclear bomb, and they stop it. And then she's like, "Fuck this! I'll launch the nuclear bomb later."
Wait, who's she trying to bomb?
She's trying
Anybody.
her whole motivation
Just inside a war?
behind having she wants everybody to know that they need to be on their best behavior or else she's gonna drop hell on earth.
Oh.
So she wants to be
Right.
the boss of the world.
Oh, okay.
Right. And so she's like, "Forget this. Let's get this sub out to open water and disappear." And so that is when Dom's team, not Dom's team, fucking, the Rock's team makes a break for this dam where they can close it off and stop the sub from getting into open water.
It's like channel lock.
They have this crazy chase scene where all these Russian dudes and the submarine is chasing after them in the car, in their cars, on the ice. Meanwhile, while all this is happening, the best scene, in my opinion, the best scene in the whole movie happens where, so Cypher's base of operations is on this plane, and you see these two dudes in, like, human flying suits.
Like those jetpacks with wings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're actually real life things.
Yeah, they're a real thing, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
and
they're
so
nuts.
They get onto the plane, right? One guy takes his helmet off, boom, Jason Statham, not dead. The other guy takes his helmet off, boom,
Paul
Owen
Walker.
Shaw,
It's
not dead.
Luke Evans. Owen
Luke
Shaw.
Evans?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
Owen
dead.
Shaw.
Face all scarred up. I almost jumped out of my seat and dove into the next row. So my dick was going to be in the movie. So they take out all the dudes on Charlize Theron's plane, and and where Jason Statham redeems himself is he rescues Dom's baby. So he gets Dom's baby and has these amazing fight scenes
With the baby. It's
with
awesome.
the guys playing while he's
With the
holding
baby?
Yeah.
and doing baby talk and this and that, and it's really awesome. And so to tuck that in, he saves the baby, they save the plane. Charlize Theron gets away. The bad guy gets away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But she only gets away after Dom he gets the green light that he's got the baby secure, and so Dom joins his team again and drives his car off of this cliff.
So
Is this the most ridiculous scene?
Yeah, so he's on this cliff, like overlooking the lake, like the area where the water is frozen, right? And he's with Tormund, right?
Yeah.
And Tormund has a sniper rifle, and he's trying to take out Letty.
Yep.
As soon as Dom gets the green light about the baby's safe, he fucking knocks Tormund onto the car, and his head's hanging off one side of the car. And then Dom basically removes his head with his own fist. Like he punches him so hard in the face that his neck breaks.
They show a decapitation?
No, he's not decapitated, but his head is like dead. It's just broken.
Good lord.
Yeah. So Tormund's dead. Then Dom gets in his car, and like Adam said, he drives the car off the cliff. It's the most insane thing. The trajectory of the car is going straight down. Like it should pierce the ice and go straight through the ice.
It just like bends a little and he drives off?
Yeah. So he takes off, and now he's like on the ice. But then Cypher's like, do you mind, Adam? Do you mind if I take it, or do you want to finish?
No, go ahead.
So he's on the ice, and he's like helping out the team, and he's like taking out the bad guys with his car and shit. And then Cypher, right? Cypher launches a missile.
Yeah, she launches a heat-seeking missile from the submarine.
Launches a heat-seeking
Take out the
missile.
whole team.
And so Dom like has this giant like thing on the back that when he revs up the engine real good, it like shoots fire. So he like peels off from the team, and he's like, everybody get to safety, and like they all peel off, and the submarine, mind you, is
how does he know it's heat seeking?
Because I think it's
the Rock.
Yeah, the Rock goes. It's heat
seeking. Okay,
yeah.
all right, there we go.
So the missile's chasing him. He brings it up the side of this like little like mountain thing, like up the hill. It swoops around, and it's coming back, and he's heading right for the submarine.
Oh.
He's heading right for the submarine, and he jumps over the front of the submarine
off of
the natural ramp that it creates.
The natural ramp. Oh, because it breached the ice.
Exactly, it breached the ice.
Ice breach, like he uses the ice breach.
I understand.
And so the top of the submarine, the little like hatch area,
right.
He like goes up, and like his car just like hits the back of it, and he like spins out of control on the other side, and the missile hits the submarine.
Cypress pokes her head out.
And the fucking she's not in it.
Oh, she's not in there. Oh, she's on a plane.
Yeah, she's gone at this point.
Somewhere else.
And so he is saved, but he's out of his car. And
he jumps out of his car again. He jumps out of his car a lot.
For a guy who likes cars, he jumps out of a lot of them.
So the submarine's about to blow, and he's just sitting there, sitting duck, like right next to the submarine about to blow. And then
the submarine hasn't blown up yet?
No.
It just got hit by a missile.
So it's blowing up. It's in the process of blowing up.
With a bunch of nukes on board.
So then he's like on his knees in the typical Dom Toretto like blast myself, like cover myself from the blast.
He's got his face
And
covered.
then
He's
all
good.
of a sudden, at 1,000,000 miles an hour, all the cars, all his friends like rush in and like go right around his body and like protect him from the blast.
They stop on the ice.
They stop on the ice, like right up next to him. They all like form this perfect cocoon around him.
Circle the wagons.
Stop on a dime on the ice.
Circle the wagons.
And he's saved.
Incredible.
And then so that's how the movie ends, right? I mean that's the main ending, right? That's
So the only good guy that died was his wife,
his wife,
his baby mama.
which is funny because like
not his wife.
at the beginning of this, his baby mama. At the beginning of this movie, like Letty and him are talking about how they want to have kids and how she can like picture him being a father. And it's funny because then you like find out that he's a dad, but then there's this other girl in the picture, and you're like,
Let's get
oh,
rid
what
of
the
her.
fuck? You know what? Let's just settle this. Letty wants a baby. Dom doesn't want to have two baby mamas. Let's just fucking kill Elena, and we'll just the baby will go to Dom and Letty. Everything will be fine.
I feel like I'm in the writers' meeting.
But wait. He just the middle name of the baby's not named yet.
Oh.
The middle name of the
really?
baby.
The baby's not-
Elena says the baby has a middle name. It was Marcos
Marcos.
is the middle name of the baby. So Dom, she wanted Dom to name the baby, but obviously she died before he knew what to name it. When Jason Statham delivers the baby,
Their typical movie ending family barbecue on a rooftop
Yes.
in New York.
Oh yeah.
There.
Jason
Kurt Russell
Sta-
there, Scott Eastwood there, even Jason Statham.
Can I
was
guess?
there. He killed one of them.
yeah. Let's let Sean guess what the name of the baby is.
Paul.
No, it's not.
Han.
No,
Oh!
you were close. You were close with Paul. It was Brian. It's
Paul
his name.
Walker, Texas Ranger. What?
Yes, it's Brian.
Oh, it's Brian.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
But I think Lindy said this too. She thought that it would be Paul, like just
Yeah.
as like a tribute to Paul
so
Walker.
did Jen. They
You know,
thought
like
it would
break
be
the
Paul.
fourth
Well,
wall.
it makes sense for it to be Brian.
It had to be Brian.
It had to be Brian. Absolutely had to be Brian.
Paul.
What'd you say?
Because if he's like the baby's name is Paul, everybody would. If he was like his name is Paul.
Why the
everybody
fuck
would,
Paul?
yeah, who the fuck do we know that's Paul?
Yeah. So
It
No,
was
yeah.
it was ridiculous. It was totally ridiculous, and I loved it.
happy ending left you with enough for 9, and actually, who said Fast 10 and Furious?
Oh no, Fast 10. Your seatbelts.
Yeah,
That's the name of their.
Wow.
That's the name. Hey,
I just got it.
you just got it. Hey,
Fast-
I'm telling you, we got to sell that to that company.
And it's-
Fast 10. Your
You should just
seatbelts.
buy that website.
Buy it right now. Fast 10. Your seatbelts.
when we were in the bathroom afterwards, I had said to Matt that they're gonna make number 9. They're gonna make it gonna be like this, like a lot of good-looking actresses, and make it call it the Fine in the Furious.
Oh, the divas.
You like that?
I like that.
like that.
Sean, do you have any questions? We don't have much time left, but do you have any like big gaping questions about the plot?
It sounds like they had a pretty airtight plot this time around.
Pretty airtight.
And I think you guys got me up. I can now just go watch 9 now. Fine and Furious.
I think you still need to watch 8.
I need to see it.
Yeah, you need to see it.
All right, I'll see it.
Because Tyrese is especially funny in this one. He's
Extra
good.
funny?
Yeah.
Anyways,
But
awesome.
anyway, so
you guys
Fate
forgot
of
to
the
tell me
Furious.
spoiler alert, but it's okay.
sorry, spoiler alert now. But so yeah, Fate of the Furious. It was awesome. If you've seen it, call us up 401-285-8120 and tell us what your favorite part of the movie was. I think my favorite part was the whole ending. The submarine part was just crazy. It was insane.
Yeah, for me too.
Yeah,
That part, the end
it was
scene
so cool.
So Cypher got away,
Cypher gets
Cypher
away.
got away.
and Helen Mirren died. No.
No, Helen Mirren's alive. Only Elena dies. Well, I mean,
Elena.
and Tormund too, but yeah. All right, guys, and until the next Spoilercast, this has been Make Movies Great Again Spoilercast of The Fate of the Furious. Have yourselves a day, week, year, month, lifetime.